Late October is our busiest time at Melon Creek Outfitters. The doors are revolving. We've got clients leaving at noon and other clients coming at 1 o'clock. What better time for the owner and the head guide to go to Colorado on a mule deer hunt?
I'm really glad that Dustin and Dan get to go mule deer hunting, but usually we don't have them both gone at one time. It's still hunting season here on the ranch.
I think she can hold down the fort.
We're trying to find some really big mule deer. It's a great place that's averaged over 200-inch mule deer for the last 20 years. The terrain is awesome. The habitat is just perfect for them. There are a lot of deer, and we're trying to get in here and get this done and get back to Melon Creek because we don't want to leave Stephanie there in charge for too long.
I'm burning my candle at both ends. Gonna go to heaven, but I don't know when. Ashes to ashes, can I get an amen? Burning my candle at both ends.
Excited, man. There's some big deer been seen, and we're gonna go look for them. So hopefully we can find one this morning. What else you want me to say? Let's go.
Let's go kill a big buck.
Let's go kill a big one.
You know, this year, I got to go in Stephanie's place because she has to stay home because one of her sons is graduating from the military academy. It's November, early November, it's the rut at home, you know, back at the Melon. Hey man, the white-tailed deer, they are rutting hard and we've got a lot of hunters. But, you know, I kind of feel a little guilty that I'm not home guiding, but hey, they can handle it.
I gave my tag to Dustin, and I'm gonna stay home and enjoy some quality time with my son. Although, there's a lot going on here at the Melon.
We were trying to find the deer seen yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, he was down there like heading toward the hangar. Right. So maybe he'll be down there with all those other.
We'll try to find
other bucks. He was with some does, so maybe he'll hang out there. I've been hunting this place in Colorado for a lot of years, but for the last 12 years, I have not pulled the trigger. So I'm really hoping this year I'll find one big enough that I can pull the trigger and take one home.
Some really good young deer in there too. There's gonna be some good ones in a couple of years.
Here in Colorado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover a lot of ground. We're gonna glass a lot. The terrain is really cool. It's a lot of flat open ground with a lot of creeks and, you know, drainages. And these big mule deer bucks, that's where they go. They go to where the cover's at. You know, we're getting to hunt these deer in the rut, so there's new deer coming and going every day. Hey, we're gonna see a lot of deer and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's him, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a big typical with a bunch of trash on his right side. Big corkscrew point that comes out. He's a great mature buck. In the 190s for sure. Beautiful deer.
We had seen this buck earlier in the week, very close to him, but he wasn't on any property that we could hunt. I knew I would take that buck if we had a chance. And we were driving around and we look out across this pasture and we see him with a group of deer. And he kind of goes around a corner into a little ledge on the side of this mountain. And we thought he bedded down there, so we got the wind right, started making our stalk. We get over there and we get to literally like 40 or 45 yards from where we know this buck laid down. And we can't find him. We're glassing and glassing, and there's not really any trees there, no brush. It's just grasslands right there. We can't figure out what's happening. All of a sudden I look up and he's bouncing off there at like 20 yards from us. I look at John, and he's fumbling with the shooting sticks. He can't get them set up, and I'm trying to tell him, I'll just kneel down and shoot, just leave them as they are. Well, he's deaf right there. He can't hear me, and it's just an absolute cluster for just a minute. And he finally gets him run out, gets him set up.
How far?
290.
rock solid rest, nothing wrong. And I missed.
It went under.
Yep, I think so.
Chambered another round. The deer ran off to about 330, 340 yards. He stopped again, turned broadside.
Had to wait on him to stop.
He got him that time. He got him. He got him.
And I got him. And he just topped over a little hill, and John and I took off.
Great deer.
Wow. Look at that. It's a long time coming, 12 years.
Yeah.
He's a lot better than what I thought he was. It's a heck of a buck. Now if Dustin can get one, it'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, now that Dan's taking this buck this early in the hunt, hey, he's putting pressure on me.
207/8.
We're gonna hunt hard, and I'm gonna find a big one.
That one, yeah.
Even though Dan's already got his buck in Colorado, he probably could have came home and guided, but somebody's got to stay and help Dustin. Actually, things are going pretty well here at the ranch. We have a great team of guys that work here, so maybe we don't even need Dan and Dustin.
Well, it's day 2. Dan shot a good mule deer yesterday, actually a great mule deer. I'd love to find one similar to that, or maybe even a little bigger, but see y'all.
You know, all week long we've hunted hard. We've glassed, you know, acres and acres. We've stopped and glassed giant open spaces. We've walked canyons, we've walked ridges, and we've sat and glassed. I mean, we've put our time in.
Deer up on their feet, good sign.
Well, yeah, I give Dustin a hard time. I mean, you know, you get a free mule deer hunt, and he gets it confused, thinks he's elk hunting. You know, I saw one today, 260, but I didn't want to shoot him. I'm holding out for 330, and I'm like, you're not moose hunting.
Where's Dan at? He's back there watching us in a truck. He's wanting me to shoot this deer, but then it's day 2. It's actually day 3. It's day number 4 today.
5.
Day 5. We're still looking for a big mule deer buck.
We're trying to find just an absolute giant, so.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
That was awfully nice of you. You didn't say, yeah, this won't shoot a 190. Getting down to crunch time, we're gonna have to make something happen. This is the last day, and we don't have much time left. You know, we leave the camp, and it doesn't take long, and we see a big buck walking across a big open field, and again, we know this is definitely a shooter. So we don't have a lot of cover in between us. You know, when he goes down in this ditch, we're going to try to get close enough for a shot and be ready when he comes out.
He's right there.
He's pretty much about 100 yards.
Yeah, no, he's the only one that, yeah, I'm on him. Golly, he's big.
He's a really nice deer, man. That's the best deer we've seen. He's got a little kicker point. He's really heavy.
Chip, I like him. Let's take him.
All right, shoot him.
Chip, how far is he?
He's just over 100 yards.
Okay, Chip, he's walking now.
My heart's going fast. You know, all these years that I guide hunts, I don't ever get to be the hunter. Now's my time to make a good shot. I mean, that's what we've been working for all week long, is a buck like this, and hey, it's time to get it done.
Okay. When he stops, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Nice shot, dude.
Hey, that's the one we've been looking for all week. We've been looking for a deer like that all week.
5 days of looking, huh?
Wow,
Holy cow.
look at this mule deer.
That's a big old buck, man.
Holy cow. Chip, I had no idea it was this big. Looked at them all week long, and you know, y'all been hammering on me for passing deer. This is why we pass the little deer, so we can shoot the big ones.
But this is an old, huge body deer.
He is a heavy buck, lots of spread, and I like how he carries his mass out. He's really heavy. You know, as far as all the deer we've seen this week, I think this is my favorite. This is a cool deer. You know, this week's been awesome. Dan got a great mule deer. You know, I hunted hard, got a great deer. But I tell you what, I guess it's probably time we better get back, because Stephanie's been holding down the fort at home, and I bet she's about ready to get a little relief.
Well, it's time for us to get in the truck and get our butts back to Texas. Melon Creek is just crawling with clients. Well, I got a great buck, but I think my favorite part was to watch Dustin. That's kind of where I get my charge, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got a buck, but I'm more happy for Dustin than I ever was for myself.
It's been a great week here at the Melon. Seems like the guys have had a good week in Colorado. Hopefully next year I get to go shoot the mule deer.